Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for the month of October 2022. So Aquarius, we are in the sign of Libra and the element is air. So that means you will be in your 9th house, which is the house of far horizons, far off international travel, spiritual matters, learning, expanding knowledge, especially in the spiritual field. So let's see. The energy around you, this reading, is the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups is just suggesting that there's a relationship that you need to just step back from. Have a bit of a holiday from this particular relationship. You'll know which one that is in your world. So there's something about it that's just very contained. As you can see, it's like he's swimming around and, you know, there's this sort of containment everywhere he goes. And it's an emotional water card. So it's like it's kind of not moving anywhere at the moment. So you need to just move. You need to step aside. Give it a holiday till later. Or perhaps even book a holiday, or, you know, something. And because you're in your 9th house, it's all about sort of higher learning. And sometimes in relationships we can really be with somebody, but then there's certain times where the pathways, the individual pathways, are not really compatible. So you've got to, you know, get out of the way and let that breathe, I suppose, and let that happen to that person without you constantly being there overseeing or rescuing or whatever. So where you are right now, good news is definitely on the way for you. This is a great card to have in your 9th house as well, because it's action, it's positivity, it's forward moving, it's new idea. And, you know, it can be a new, especially in the 9th house, it can be something that springs up and you think, right, I want to pursue that project. I want to book that ticket to the world. I want to, you know, so it's really about making things happen this 4 weeks. So it's a really nice card to get for you, just to distract yourself from this business. Okay. So let's see what's brought that on, and in turn, and it will affect the rest of your reading as well, with the Lovers. See, there you are, the relationship card. So it's time for new inspiration to come in, but making things happen. So by stepping aside, you can make things happen. You can give yourself some room to sort of, or maybe give that relationship a bit of a rest to breathe for a while whilst you do other things just for this while, and just to consider where the relationship is actually going. Now, it can be it often is a very close relationship here, but it can be with anybody. You know, it's not necessarily your partner, life partner. It can be close friends. It can be anybody in your sort of group, if you like. So big decision making card here. So you've really got to, it's a major card, Aquarius, so you've really got to sort of sit back and decide and make this decision about what you're going to do about this relationship, or where it's at for you. Let's see what August, September brought in for you. And we had a beautiful balance here. Work, this is very much a work, day-to-day card, but very much giving and receiving in equal measure. Things going quite well. Very 6s are always about balance and harmony. Money's going well for you. Your day-to-day, your day job's going well for you. Putting in and getting out, all this kind of thing. So that's been sitting there. So that is probably preempted where you are now, going into an emotional, into more of the relationship side of your life, to sort of balance that out, if you know what I mean. So that's a lovely card to have, and that still carries weight today, for this reading, I mean. Recent influences, we have good old Knight of Wands. So very much the pace is changing to be really sort of, and Page of Knight of Wands actually is a travel card, so it could be that, you know, you've suddenly got that inspiration to travel, or you are going to be traveling, or you're just about to travel somewhere. And so this is a sort of very immature card as well. So it might be just, often we could see this as sort of really sort of trying to get away from things, putting a distance behind, or just running away for a little bit to sort of get a change of scenery. But it's kind of immature, so it's like, well, that's not going to really solve this problem of the relationship, is it? But then on the other hand, it's nice to have that mini break. But things sort of accelerating in terms of, just be careful though, Aquarius, that you don't sort of run away. You know what I mean? Because this energy is not as strong as the King of Wands, and he can come in and you kind of just escape for a little bit, but then you come back and it's that status quo is still the same. Okay, let's see what's happening that the lesson you'll be learning, sorry. And we have the beautiful Destiny card of the Wheel of Fortune. So good fortune's on its way for you. And this is very much a Destiny card. So Destiny is very much in the frame, and that is what is going on at the moment is just affirmed with this card. So just look at your relationship, or a particular relationship, and realise on the whole sort of destiny path that this is meant to be exactly how it is. Whenever we get this card, it's the card of extremely good fortune as well. So there you go, Aquarius. It's really lovely, especially for you guys, because you're very much, you're very fast-seeking people, you're fast-seeing people. You like to sort of really push the boundary. Beautiful cards to get for your lesson. Now, it can be for good or for not so good. It depends what energy is coming in and how you choose to sort of proceed forward. Near future, and we have reflecting upon our work, day-to-day workplace, having, just looking back. We're already coming into October now. So, it's the 10th month of the year. It's time to look back on everything that you have achieved this year. And, once again, we don't tend to do that. We tend to err on the side of I haven't done this and I haven't done that. But this is a beautiful card, and you can just see by the image of the sunflowers that have been grown there that that's the sum total of what you've done. And everybody, can look at their work life and their achievement in the year and go, oh yeah, well, I have had some great wins. I've had some struggles, but overall this is a good win card. What's happening that you're not realising? And we have clarity sitting here with the King of Swords. So this is very much an authoritarian kind of a card, or a person, or the authority. He is wearing armour, so I always sort of caution that, and very much the male energy as well, Aquarius. So it might be one of your air element people. So just be careful, because whatever this guy says isn't necessarily what he feels. He sort of, protects himself a bit too much. He's a very good speaker and talker. However, he tends to say, he's like a lawyer, you can compare him to a lawyer or someone like that, that just is able to sort of set a narrative that suits whoever, but it doesn't necessarily match up to what's going on. You see what I mean? So you're not thinking of this. This is happening that you're not realising, Aquarius. So I suggest you do look at this particular male energy for yourself and just see who that is. Why is he wearing that armour? And why, so whatever he's saying doesn't match with what he really feels. Interesting. Okay, let's see how others see you. Yes, there it is, the card of the Ten of Cups. Others see you, oh, the happy couple, the happy life, you know, everything's fabulous for you, but somehow behind the meaning of this fabulousness, it can be very much a marriage card and an attainment of emotional happiness, because it's a 10, the 10 of Cups. But it also can be a facade that people only see what they see on the exterior. They're not really looking. And they're not really wanting to look. They just see what they want to see. So, oh, they're so happy and everything's just so wonderful for them. But no, really, if we all scratch the surface, we all have the same stuff. We all show our face how we want ourselves to be seen. Interesting card, but that's how other people see you, Aquarius. And you are a communicator, so that's how they see it. And, you know, let's face it, we all do a bit of that. Okay, let's see what you're feeling positive about. And, yeah, look, it's been a bit of a struggle. But, you know, just know you are getting to the end of this struggle. It has been a mighty effort one way or the other, whether, well, obviously it's relationships this month. It's also higher, you know, the 9th house, so it's looking up above and beyond what's just there to see how you can better yourself. And this is a great card to say, look, you're nearly across the line, so just use a bit of adrenaline to get yourself over the line and know that, you know, there are lots of other great things going on for you this month as well, in terms of finding, just looking out there into the world to sort of go, well, I can have a holiday at Christmas, I can go wherever I want, there's no more restrictions. And it's just a really nice card in a way to sort of say, completion is right a step away. But you're a bit sort of spiritually exhausted from all the goings on of the past 10 months, I guess. Okay, let's see final outcome. And we have, do I hang on, do I let go? So you come to that. So by the time we get to the 3rd week in October, it's very much, it's very much very specific card, the 4 of Coins. It's the card of the miser as well. So it's almost like they hang on too close to something, too tight to something. Whereas somehow you should, if you just let go and let's see what happens, it'd be a lot easier. But it is a difficult card, and it's very much a past life card. And by that I mean it's very much connected with people that sort of are in our destiny path, and they are there for us. So they're not it's not easy to let them go at all. But you will come to that by the time we turn into Scorpio time of the 3rd week of October. So it looks like an interesting month for you, Aquarius. So just, you know, be positive and, you know, put your energies into things that will bring you, you know, new outlets, I suppose. Let's see what your message is. And it's loving kindness. When we feel love and kindness toward others, it not only makes others feel loved and cared for, but it also helps us to develop inner happiness and peace. Loving kindness. Even to those ones who really we feel like, oh, I don't want to wish you anything at the moment. Just step away for a bit, Aquarius. Thanks so much for listening.